Hi, this is Ismael Perez with Exit Real Estate Partners.
And I'm Glen Marino, branch manager of Success Mortgage in beautiful downtown Naperville. And this is your Tip of the Week.
What we're going to talk about today is the spring market. What's really happening out there? As you can see, I'm wearing my hard hat. Well, if you're going to do some work around the house, you don't need this unless your husband's throwing stuff at you. So, or wife, that is. I'm going to take the hat off. I just brought some things here to talk to you about. If you really want to call a contractor, that's definitely a possible way to go. A lot of people prefer not to do the work themselves, but I recommend that everybody take a walk through their house, have their broker or a staging person come to the house, get the house ready to sell.
Will this help to maximize their dollars as they come into the spring market?
We don't want to maximize their dollars, do we? Come on, Glenn. Of course we do. Yes, this will help maximize their dollars. The return on invested dollars, let's say, for example, a bucket of paint. How much does a bucket of paint run? About $25, $30, right?
Sure.
And you're not, you can even get stuff cheaper, but let's say $30 for a bucket of paint. What you can get in return for that is probably thousands of dollars in return, because if you just paint the house and spend the money to do it, you're going to get money back for that. Because people, it'll help sell it quicker. So just think every day that it's on the market, it costs you money. This is one way to go.
And people love walking into homes that are freshly painted. They smell the new paint in there, whether it's even just baseboards. But I mean, just a fresh coat of paint, automatically, people think this is
return on investment.
Better value.
Unbelievable.
Great.
The other thing is, if they call a contractor, they're going to wind up spending money. And it's going to cost money, okay? So you can paint an entire house probably as low as $3,500, as high as $10,000, or even more, depending on how big the house is. But it's also well spent money. So changing carpeting, stuff like that, if you're going to change carpeting, maybe it's better just to vacuum. But if you have to change the carpeting because you have a dog or something, definitely spend the money to change it, because you're sprucing up the house. It'll help sell the house.
Beautiful.
The less people have to do when they move into their house, the quicker the house will sell. I mean, I've got some other props here. As you can see, I've got my spackling. A lot of people get sandpaper. I tell them to get a simple sanding sponge. It leaves very little marks in the wall, and then you can just paint right over it with your paint and your
doesn't leave big gouges, and therefore minimal scratches.
Minimal damage when you're doing the spackle. If anybody hasn't used this, call Glenn or I. We'll show you how to use it. It's pretty simple. It dries very quickly. I'm going to go ahead and put my hat back on, because you know what? In this market right now, if you're not knocking on doors or talking to sellers about selling their properties, or at least calling people to find out if they want to sell, they're missing a boat. They're going to need a hard hat.
Yes, they will. This is the market. I mean, it is hot out there right now.
Unbelievable. So if you're looking to sell your home, call Exit Real Estate Partners, Ismael Perez, 312-813-1381. You want to get a mortgage or refinance, this is the guy to go to.
Glen Marino, branch manager at Success Mortgage in downtown Naperville, 630-983-3600.
And that is your Tip of the Week.
We'll see you here next week for your Tip of the Week.